Wait. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. From wherever you're joining me from, good evening. Woo! I'm so happy this evening. This is the moment. Yeah, this is the time. Wow. Is anybody happy like I am? Every woman here will wake up. This woman will wake up, and that's it. Wow, this webinar is really loaded. I don't even need to tell you because it will speak for itself. And I'm sure all of you will gain from here. This is a divine mandate, this is a divine assignment for me, and I am doing it. And I'm ready to do it wherever, whenever, anytime, anyhow. I am going to do it. So thank you for joining me, everyone, from wherever you're watching me. From here, this is a good evening to you. So if you are watching me anywhere, you are in the morning, I say good morning. If you are in the afternoon, I say good afternoon. And if you are in the night, good night. Wow. The vibe in me is just so great, just so great. When you are fulfilling mandate, you the joy just keeps flowing, just keeps flowing. Hmm. Wow, to my French viewers, I'll say bonjour, bonsoir, bonne journée, la journée. All of them, they understand. Wow, thank you. Woman, wake up. You might wonder how I got this thing. Honestly speaking, I was in the kitchen last week, and I just had woman wake up. I was like, I'm not sleeping. Who is talking? Who is talking to me? And I discovered that there's a great clarion call. Immediately, I had to go and write down some things that I was listening to, I was hearing, because that's my way of life. I write down whatever I receive. And I got to know that it's the Holy Spirit that was telling me that I should put up a program, a clarion call to women. And life is an individual race. So it's not women in general, it is you, woman, wake up. We have a great number of people watching us here. I say thank you for coming. And I'm telling you, this is just the opening session with me. Tomorrow we have another person coming up, very loaded. When you say well loaded, you know the meaning. On Saturday, another person is coming, and on Sunday, the grand finale. Coach Beams is coming. Well, honestly speaking, you will never regret being here. You will never regret being here. Woman, wake up. For those who don't know me, and for those who are just who have not known me very well, I'd like to introduce myself to you. I'm Janet Ajobiewe. I'm a family coach and I'm a rescue agent on a global mission. Global mission, I mean globe, yeah, around the world. Wherever I need to be, I'll be there. I'll be there. God has sent me on errand. No. And thank God to my husband, though, he has released me. He has released me, told me I can go and fulfill this divine mandate. Hmm. God is faithful. So this evening, I am starting this session. I'm starting this session with what I coined the woman in me. The woman in me. Yeah. Most of us might be wondering, the woman in me. Yeah. There's a woman in you. There's a woman in you. The person you are looking at is not the real woman. That's just the physical structure. I'm talking about that giant in you, the woman in you. So please just say it, the woman in me, the woman in me, the woman inside of me. And if you don't know, the woman in me is a giant. Oh. In fact, I call it gigantic giant. Gigantic giant. Honestly speaking, I'm not talking about age. It's not the age that makes you a woman. No. I'm not talking about your status. I'm not talking about the financial status. I'm not talking about all those ones. These ones are just ephemeral things. They are just the physical things that is attached to the woman that you are destined to be. How do I go about it? I asked God, and God told me that I should share my story. And from that story, I'll bring up the lessons. Let me start. Woo! First of all, I want to thank God. Oh. God is so great. God is so faithful to me. So faithful to me that He has helped me in this life. Oh, thank you, Jesus. See, this one is not a religious program. It's not a religious program. But I can't separate my entity from my source. That's why I will acknowledge God every now and then. I'm privileged to be a woman. Are you privileged to be a woman? I'm sure, yeah. Yeah. It's not everybody that wants to be a man now. Like me, I don't want to be a man. So I celebrate myself as a woman. Celebrate you too, and every woman in this world as we celebrate this International Women's Day for the year 2021. Hmm, my story. I was born on May 9, 1986. So that means by May 9 this year I will be 35 years old. Ooh, I celebrate God for that. I've been living, I've been living, glowing and growing like other children since when I was born. Until one day. In fact, my parents told me that every parent would want somebody like me. I'm telling you, the way I was just glowing everywhere, every activity, I'll be there. This one, I'll be there. Adiola is there. That's my local name, Adiola. Adiola is here. No, no, no. She's here. Everywhere I am found, wherever actions are, until April 10, 1997. Yes, April 10, 1997, when I was struck with a sickness. I said a sickness because up till today, there's no doctor that's been able to diagnose anything that happened to me. This sickness began the struggle. I had to struggle for survival. I had to struggle for survival. I must exist in this world. That's that's the first phase of my life. Surviving. 1997, I became so sick. And this sickness lasted for a long period in my life. Lasted for a very long period in my life that didn't make me to enjoy the rest part of my womanhood until when I got married. I won't digress much, but I have my dates here. From my survivor fight in 2002, I was discovered. You might wonder what the discovery is. It's as simple as we were in school one day in my senior secondary school. I was in SS2, yes. 2002, I was in SS2. We were in English class when my English teacher, mm, just discovered my name and told me, Janet, come and see the right pronunciation of your name in the phonetic class that day. Oh, what is it? Janet. Janet. Honestly speaking, that was how all the students began to call Janet, 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 Janet. Most of them were making jest of me, but in the real sense, it wasn't a jest to me. That Janet ailing me was waking me from the dead. Imagine someone who has never been celebrated because I was always sick, I was always down, I never knew anything like vibe. There was no joy, nothing. That day, I felt a sense of joy. Like everybody is calling me. Every, so, wow, they know me. I'm being known. Janet, Janet. I found myself waking up from the dead just by calling me Janet. And not just the name, but for the fact that everybody in the class was celebrating that name. The second day, everybody continued like that. They started calling me Janet, Janet. I began to reign in a sense. That was when my living began. Don't forget, I told you I was trying to survive, to exist. I became awake. Then I wrote a poem. I wrote a poem. I said, who says you cannot make it? I was writing it to myself. And I wrote it not because you are sick, not because you are. I wrote down the poem. And one teacher, the commerce teacher, then I wasn't a commercial student, but he allowed me in the class because I was always sick, so I couldn't cope outside there. Hmm. He saw my poem. He said, wow, this is a beautiful piece. And this teacher went to type it for me and pasted this poem on all the notice boards in the school and wrote my name as the writer, Jared Oladotun. That was my father's name. The beginning of my living began. Don't forget, the joy I got from being noticed continued. Then I discovered that there's something called joy that the sickness stole away from me. I was noticed. You might not understand the feelings I got that time, but it woke me up. In the university, we were in a group, in a course, because I studied English in school. In a group discussion, we were told to come and deliver a speech. So I was to lead my group. And for the first time in a long while after secondary school, my lecturer, the lecturer didn't was not noticing people like me. I was always the dull type, the quiet type. This Miss Janet just stayed there in one corner and looked at me and said, "Have you been in this class?" I said, "Yes." It was a persuasive speech I gave that time, and everybody clapped for me. My lecturer said, "You are good. You are good. This is what some people use for their living. You are good." I looked at myself again. I am good. Janet, you are good. My living instinct began again. Wow, I am good. So I am good. I began to live. He told me, he said, "Madam," that was what he said, "you are good. was saying it. He was confirming it and affirming it for me. And he didn't know he was doing me the good. Remember, Janet, remember pasting my poem on a notice board in the school. And remember, you are good. Don't worry, I won't bore you with my story. In 2010, I used my strength for the first time because I wanted this feeling of you are good. The feelings I got when I was discovered, when I was raised from the dead, I wanted it always. So I did a community development service. The feelings came back again. You are good. Wow, are you the one that did this? So I can amount to somebody in life. This thing came, kept coming to me, kept coming to me, kept waking me up. I was celebrating. And in fact, I got a meritorious award certificate. But despite all those celebrations and good accolades, everything, I was still confused because they said I can use this thing to eat. I can use it for a living. I didn't know what it meant. I almost lost it, even though I didn't lose the path. But I didn't know how to continue on the path. Then in 2012, I got married. I'm a pastor's wife, you don't know. If you don't know, my husband is a pastor. I joined my husband in ministry. We began to work together in ministry, not in the surface level, working with him, but I was supporting him. I almost lost my consciousness because there were a lot of things I had to sacrifice because be I wanted to be with him in the same station. I lost a lot of self-esteem. I lost a lot of things. The journey of finding me started again. I love my husband, but this fear came in. If you go on your own path and you start manifesting, what will people say? What will happen? But this this fear just came up. And you know, as a woman, we have a lot of fears, silent fears that we might even not express. I didn't know where to start again. I thought maybe let me just continue and support my husband. But I was dying inside of me. I needed fulfillment. In 2015, don't forget, I was trying to get myself, I was trying to be alive, I was trying to live. So I began to glow again, relate with people, just be jovial, relate with people, everyone. I just wanted friends, I just wanted people around me, thinking maybe that will give me joy, will give me some sort of fulfillment until 2015 when the enemy rose up. I would use the word enemy because I termed them enemy that time. Don't worry, the forgiveness is there already. I've forgiven them for whatever they do. They did to me, but it's just a story I need to share. We had an assistant pastor. He hated my husband. He hated me. Everywhere I wanted to show up, he was there to cast me down. And this man, when you see somebody that seems to have money, maybe you have position in the society, you have some links, He began to tamper with my destiny. He turned everybody around me, almost everybody around me, to my enemies. Even what we didn't do, he would say this. He would, I wonder how a man can be this way. If I dress up for my children, he would, no, yeah, my children. It's my first son. There was a day he walked up, Mama, why did you dress up for this one, for this boy like a clown like this? Is it not what I have that I will use for my children? I wanted to show up in the children party. He faced me again. He said, Mama, you two, you just want to be there. You want to be known. You want to show up. That day I cried my eyes. It was terrible. I can't tell you all the story, but going to church as a pastor's wife became a dreadful thing for me. I was so afraid of seeing these people. I was so afraid. Who will who will be my friend? I didn't know that all these ones are just story, are just blessings in disguise. I'll tell you later. Hmm. Many sharp-mouthed members. Some of them will come and meet me now. "Ah, pastor's wife. So what are you doing now?" You know, I'll tell them, I want to run an engine. One woman came and told me, one deaconess said, we are so sorry. No, don't mind the devil that does not want me to continue with my story. Oh, I will shut it. Don't worry. I don't want to bore you with my story. It was just a technical itch that we had then. Imagine, we had already said, so just technical itch came up. They watered, like I was saying, those people watered down my vision. No. It was so bad, so terrible that I was living in my shadow. But my husband kept telling me, one with God is a majority. One with God is a majority. I tried my best. I tried my best to do one program, to feel the kind of joy I felt when I did a community development service. So I did another one. I tagged it as Ajobiewe. I fed over 1,000 children for Christmas that time. And the joy came up again. That kind of joy. That kind of joy. In the midst of the enmity, in the midst of enmity, I got a gift. I published my book. Did you guess the key? Is God not wonderful? In 2017, I registered my NGO. Is God not wonderful? God is wonderful. Woman, wake up. Despite whatever might be surrounding you, wake up. Whatever might be the hindrance, wake up. You might ask me, then what about these limitations? Hmm. Did you see the kind of laughter I did? I laughed. What are your limitations? Oh, you feel you cannot speak good English? I could not. I couldn't even communicate. In fact, if you notice well, maybe I'm committing some blunders. Don't mind me. I will improve better. It shouldn't limit you because you cannot speak good English, because you could not command grammar. Never allow that to limit you. Woman, wake up. Oh, you don't have money. I didn't have money. To register the NGO, I sold a local drink called Kunu in Nigeria in order to gather the money for the NGO, to register for the NGO. The enemy cannot prevail now. NGO. Yes, NGO. Bezaliel's Hands of Love Foundation is in existence because I decided to wake up. I decided to wake up. You might even say, you don't know how. It's not a limiting factor that should conquer you as a woman. Seek around, ask. I've been there. I'm awake. Oh, I am awake. I'm just giving up this baton. I'm giving these batons to some other women now, but I'm not dropping them. I will give and we will run together. Woman, wake up. Speak to yourself, speak to your inner mind. I can do it. Speak to your inner mind. I am a rescue agent on a global mission. That is what is one of the things that kept me going when the enemy of sickness came, when the enemy of human beings came, speaking negative things into my ears, into my life. I was telling myself, I'm a global agent. I'm a rescue agent. I'm an entity. I must live. I must impact. How do you do it? How do you achieve your visions? I'm not saying you don't have visions. I'm not accusing you that you are sleeping. But I am telling you that wake up to your duties. Wake up to actions. There's no time again. There are a lot of things that you need to do. God has not created you to just exist. Woman, wake up. If you need to change the circle of your friends, please do. I'm not saying that you should go and you should keep malice with people. No. There are some people that are in my inner circle. I know that these ones are my energy giver. Stop mingling around the no bus stop. Those that don't have future ambition. Or those who have sharp mouth that will talk you down. Stop mingling around with them. Choose what you process in your mind. Because somebody said, with this one, with the kind of, they even said I have Yoruba intonation. Thank you. With the Yoruba intonation, maybe it's still coming out, right? I'm still speaking to you. I still have a story to tell. Go up, wake up, go out there, show up, show up, woman, wake up, wake up. The time is now. We don't have time again. Do you know that once you clock 10, you clock 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. The time is already going. You know the stage we have now. It's not rehearsal. This is the reality of our lives. Woman, wake up. Believe about the good things that is said about you. I smiled. I laughed at myself again. There was a time my bishop used to pray one prayer. He would say, "You will be the giant in your industry." The limiting mind was thinking, my limiting mind that time was thinking industry means factory. I don't have factory now. Maybe Papa is talking about those who are in Lagos, those who are in Port Harcourt, and me where I was in the village. So I didn't accept those good prophecies, those prophetic declarations. I was thinking maybe why did Papa love these people so much? He always talk about industry, industry. Ah, I never knew there's something called speaking industry. Ah, wow, I'm on the way to becoming the number one speaker. Celebrate me. Even if you don't celebrate me, I celebrate myself. Oh. The same way you should celebrate yourself. I am telling you. Let me tell you another secret. People in your life, they are there for some reasons. Let me mention three. They are there for a reason, they are there for a season, and some are there for a lifetime. Those who are there for a reason, once those reasons have been accomplished, please move on with your life. You don't need to keep taking people, dragging people along. The way to be too heavy for you to fly. There are some people that are there for a season. Once you have crossed that season, allow them to go. Let new people come in. There are some that are in your life for a lifetime. You need a discerning spirit to be able to know this kind of people. This kind of people, they might not look like it. Even when they offend you, you don't count it as offense. But you need to know who are these people that should be in my life for this reason, that should be in my life for this season, and those that should be in my life for a lifetime. If not, you will have too many load to carry. If not, you will have too many people to speak into your destiny. And it's not everybody that can talk to you. It's not everybody that should be able to have a say over your life, over your destiny. Woman, wake up. Woman, wake up. Let me give you some steps for you to get clarity. What are the things you know you can do? Deep down inside of you, you know I can do this. Deep down inside of you, you know not anybody, it's not that somebody told you you can do it. For example, me, I know I can talk. I can talk. In fact, they used to call me talkative. It's a strength. It's a strength. It's a strength, I'm telling you. I can talk 10 hours non-stop and I will not be tired. It's a strength. Whatever you know that you can do, anything, anything, just note it, write it down. This is something I can do. This is what I can do. Whether it's simple, whether it's ambiguous, write it down. Another thing, what did people say you what did people say that you can do? What did they say? Some people also told me that hey, this Janet can talk. Oh. They didn't know that they are just affirming it. I wrote it down again. I can talk. Then inside of me, I know the type of talk I can. I know I can persuade. I know I can encourage. I know I can help with my mouth, with my talk. It doesn't cost me anything. What are those things that you know you have strength in? Write your own down. What can you learn? What can you learn? For example, I said I can talk. But do you know that it is not talking that makes you great? It's not the talking that will make me great. I had to go and learn how to speak. And you know the there's a huge difference between speaking and talking. Sometimes you talk out of point, but when you are speaking, you have a point. I had to go and enroll, and in fact, I'm still enrolling so that I can be better in what I do. Whatever you can learn, please do. Learn. Woman, wake up. There's no time again. Woman, wake up. Seek help. You need to find clarity. When I was in all this my growing stage, I never knew anything about mentorship. I won't lie to you. Like maybe I should get somebody to help me. No, I didn't have that opportunity. The only person I know I was listening to, and I know that I love this, is Funke Felix Adejumo. So I used to listen to her messages. Seek help. Seek clarity from people who are higher than you. Then you need to get clarity from God. Once I've listed these things down, you need to get clarity from God. There's no way you can cut yourself off God. Have you seen a river that cuts itself off from the source? It dries. That's why I can never leave God out of my things. I can never leave God out of my life. Who am I if God has not made me to be who I am today? Woman, wake up. This is a clearing call I'm just giving you. Be deliberate. Be very, very deliberate. As a pastor's wife, I didn't have an office. I was always at home. I didn't like it. Do you know what I did? I went to get a table in the children's church, put a chair, create an office setting. This is my table. This is me as the CEO of my company. I put two chairs in front of me so that anybody that comes will sit down. Well, I was just rehearsing, like, oh, you're welcome into my office. Thank you for coming. Every day I was doing it. I was so deliberate. I was so deliberate that no, I am not a full-time housewife that will not be able to contribute anything to my life, to another person's life, to contribute into my family, to impact the world. No, 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 no. I was so determined. And this helped me. I turned my dining table, my dining room, I turned it into an office. I sat everywhere. I said, I want an office. I want an office. No, I'm not created to just be in the kitchen. No, no. I was so deliberate. I was, all this while, I never knew that God was taking me through the stages. I was reading. In fact, I read the book of Daniel many times. Those times. Another point I'll tell you: don't struggle with your process. There's a process in life. I'm telling you, this is where I said the place of forgiveness came from my enemies. That time, thank God I had enemies. The enemies helped me to be focused. I knew it's not everybody that will be my friend. So even though I was doing it out of fear, I could not relate with this person because I know this person, they were showing too much hatred to us physically. As in, I don't like you. They said it to my ears. I know what I'm saying. So I know, okay, this person, as long as this person is this person's friend, I know it's a no go place. I couldn't go to them. I was so focused. Oh, this person has the same vision as I have. Then I was able to follow. I got clarity. Thank God for the gift of enemy. You also need it. Hmm? Don't struggle with your process. What's the process? What is the wilderness experience that you're having now? What is it? Don't struggle with it. Just align. Learn your lessons in those times of processing, those difficult periods. There's nobody that doesn't have that difficult period. There's nobody. I'm telling you, everybody has it. Don't give up when you are in that situation. It could be you are so lonely, you needed help. Yes, I know, but don't give up. There's a better time, there's a better stage after that period. Wilderness experience. It's better you learn in your wilderness experience. Because whatever you learn in those periods, that's what those are the tools you need for your next level. Whatever you find your hand doing, do it. Do it. I sold kunu. Somebody like me, it's not that I wanted to do something as menial as that. But I needed to do something. I needed money. I needed to do something. I just I just want to command some things with my money. I had to go and learn how to do kunu. Now selling it. No worry, it's not the 50 naira kunu. I have to give myself a class. So sometimes I will borrow my husband's key. I'll put it in my hands like in my fingers, using the key to give myself courage. To give myself courage. Yeah. As I was saying, buy code kunu. You know, the courage was there. Whatever. Don't say something is too small for you to do. As you have a big dream, start with what you have. Start at that stage. Don't wait until this big thing comes. Time is going. Don't be surprised. It is this little thing that will give you steps, that will give you courage, that will give you the story you need to tell when you get to your stage, when you get to the level of appearance. Whatever you find your hand doing, do it. Listen to people, listen to God. Listen. When anybody is saying anything, don't just ignore. Hmm? Don't just ignore and think, no, that this one is not for me. Do you know that criticism is also good? Then you will know your mistake, you will know where your strength is, you know how good you are or where you need to improve. But while listening, be careful of what you process in your mind. Because you don't need all the criticism. You don't need them. Not all that you need, please. You need to know which one you process. There's this general saying, I want you to debunk it. It's a jack of all trades, master of none. Listen to me. It's a fashion designer can do makeup. You don't know. An hairdresser and a salon. Don't let me use hairdresser. Okay, let's touch it up a bit. A salonist can learn daily, can learn makeup. You can even open a fashion home. It's a jack of all trades, master of none. Why did why did Jesus tell us this the parable in Matthew chapter 25, verse 15? He gave he gave the he gave the gifts. Okay, you take five, you take three, you take two, you take one. It's according to our ability that God gave us. It's according, see, the jack of trade, master of none. Those that are saying, they know where they are saying it. They are not talking to you. They're not talking to you. Hmm? So whatever you need to learn at this stage, learn it. Learn it. Pick up this baton and run with it. Run with it. You never can know where. You never can know how it will help you. And pray. You wonder why I said pray. Ah, the enemies are too much. It's not everybody that likes you. I'm telling you, it's even the devil does not want you to manifest. The devil wants you to be at that state of sleeping. Bible says when men sleep, the enemy came and so the I'm telling you, the dangers of sleeping is so much, so huge that it can truncate destiny. That's why I bring up this clarion call to you. Woman, wake up. As I am, I'm awake. Oh, hey, Jesus. I am awake. No limitation for me. Nothing can stop me. Is this computer thing, all this terminology, technical work, technical know-how that used to scare me? If I don't know it, I'm not ashamed of calling anybody to say, please come and help me. And when you pray again, God leads your step. He leads your step. And don't forget that mercy speaks. Mercy speaks. God can decide to show you favor because you desire to be awake and you have prayed to God. Let me give you this superb scripture. I prepared it for this program. Matthew chapter, write it down. Matthew chapter 20, verse 3 to 7. It's about the vineyard work. That whatever you find yourself doing, go into the vineyard and do whatever you find yourself doing, and I will give you whatever you are accrued to. Luke chapter 19, verse 13. Then Matthew chapter 13, verse 25. Then Matthew chapter 25, verse 15. It will help you. These scriptures, oh, oh. If you digest these scriptures, I bet you nothing can put you to sleep again. I bet you nothing can put you to sleep again. That mountain is already crushed. I'm telling you, this is the confidence I have. I have so much confidence in all these scriptures that that mountain will be leveled. Are you afraid? Are you afraid? No. Don't be. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Fear cannot do anything. If you know you are afraid, one thing you can do again, seek help. Okay, let me do something. Okay, I will I will type a WhatsApp number in case you have any question, in case you have any fear that you know you need help on, you can send it. I will get in touch with you. I'll get in touch with you. Or let me quickly see if I can get the number now. I am not going to give my personal number so that we are huge in this group now. We are plenty. I might not be able to cope with all the messages with my personal line. So let me just give you this. You need help, just send a message. I don't want you to miss out of it. That's why. Okay. Yeah. Plus 222. No. Plus 226. Okay, yeah, it's here. Plus 226 6295 6416. Hmm? I hope you got me. Plus 226 629 56416. Send a message if you know you need help. Even if I can't help, I will help to get people, support system that can help you. We are here to help ourselves. This group is not just for no, it's not just there. No, we are serious here. Woman, wake up. You are not alone. You are not alone. Wake up, wake up. Your word is waiting for you. Don't wait until you are perfect. Your word is waiting for you to manifest. That little thing that you have, please manifest with it. Run the race as if there's no time again. I feel like going on and on to continue. I told you I can talk, but I will just end it there. Woman, wake up. Wake up. Your word is waiting for you. Woman, wake up. Dress up. Live your life to the fullest. I see you there. Oh, I see you there. Yes, yes, yes. I await your testimonies. I await your reports that you are no longer sleeping. Oh, you thought you were even doing it right. I didn't know that it's this way. Oh, yes. Feel free to share it. Whatever you need, send a message to that WhatsApp number. The Lord will bless you in Jesus' name. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Thank you if you are watching a replay. Thank you. Thank you so much. So much. There are a lot of things. See, I wrote down a lot of things, but what do we do? We have to be time conscious. That is why I am a speaker, not a talkative. See you there. Women, women, woman, wake up. Thank you. Thank you. So tomorrow again, the same time. Tomorrow, the same time. Yeah, we are bringing somebody great. Somebody great. She's coming to come and charge us again. In fact, because I can't do it alone, I have to bring them. You will see power. You will see that power, past power. That woman has vibe. Wow. So I'll be glad if you can come again tomorrow. This the same time. That's at 5 p.m. in that's okay, GMT 5 p.m. Then GMT plus one. That's 6 p.m. Yes, 6 p.m. tomorrow again. We are ending this on Sunday, and I promise you it's going to be very great. You love it. You love the woman you are becoming. God bless you. I love you. I love you. I love you so much. Bye bye. I feel like singing and dancing. Woo!